what does your job entail since you're not on the social media?
I mean, I do our whole like social media strategy. Up until about a month ago, I was still like the one that was like posting on Instagram and like doing TikToks and all that. TikTok has become like a huge part of my job, but the main thing is like the entire digital strategy. Basically everything that you see like on a computer screen or on your phone, I touched in some way. So easiest way to put it.
So if people wanted to DM you, they could DM Skinny Mix's Instagram.
Yeah. I'm not like
y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it. Yeah, sure.
But yeah. So I mean, you guys know I have like a small social media presence of my own, but I just treat it as a joke.
Oh yeah, it's a good one though. I like it. It's funny. I think, dude, Alex, I think you, dude, I think you should write a book. I think you should write a book about the things you tweet, and I think that's how you'd become a personality, because the shit you tweet sometimes just has me fucking dying. You know what she fucking texted me one time? She goes, yo, I didn't realize that I didn't unadd you for my close friends list. She's like, my close friends list on Instagram is literally just girls and you. And I was like, Alex, don't unadd me. We're homies, all right? Because she like talks shit about dudes and shit, and I be sipping the tea and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
I be sipping the tea.
I was gonna create. Well, I have like a secret TikTok because it's like I don't want it to be like.
Oh, no, that's great. Good thing you said that online, and they're not gonna find it whatsoever.
It's funny. Like I started doing stuff on my TikTok. It'll be like what I post like on my regular story and then what I post to my close friends, because it's usually the same thing, but I do like a different like caption or something to let people know like what's actually going on. So yeah.
You know they're gonna find it, right?
No, I know. It's bound to happen, but I feel like TikTok seems secret land.
Dude, I feel like Alex is gonna accidentally become super famous for no fucking reason. Like she's gonna do something on TikTok. Dude, I'm telling you, if you converted some of your tweets to TikToks, like for sure. It's just so it's relatable irony, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Alex, did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college actually when I was 16. I skipped high school completely.
How old were you? 15?
And 16, I just skipped basically whenever you go into high school, like 15, 16, I just skipped right past that and went straight into college.
What does that even mean?
Like I just took the like college entrance exam at like 15 or 16, passed, and then just went to college instead of high school.
Oh, casual.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm further in my, because I skipped, like I started my career when I was like 18, 20.
So
because I was already
what'd you go to college for?
I went originally for like business, I think. It was basically one of those things where it was like St. Petersburg College is now like a really big college decently, but when I started, it was super, super small. So every single degree that I wanted, they like cut the programming. It was like, oh, I wanted to do music. I was like, I thought that like producing would be cool.
Thank
and then
God
I wanted
they
to
cut
go
the programming, right?
Yeah, and you did like, you know, art, and they cut that program. And then eventually it was just like I got like my general, but I was like, I had internships. I was anything I wanted to learn, I just learned from YouTube. And yeah.
And now you can code fluently in what?
PHP, JavaScript. I use JavaScript more, but I don't actually code that. I mean, I code a decent amount, but with Shopify, it's like you don't even need to anymore. It's kind of awesome, but it's also kind of
it's all pretty automated.
Yeah.
Looking back on your college years, did they help you? Do you think they helped you?
I think that college for me was more of like a wake-up call into like how society treats children, because being homeschooled, I wasn't really around like any like authoritative figures. Like my parents always talked to us as equal. Like everyone else that I was around that was an adult, like spoke to me like I was an adult. And then going into college, you have like people just like talking down to you like you're an idiot. And I had never, ever experienced that until I was like 16 years old. So I think that that was really interesting to me. I was always in the dean's office being like, you know, like they're not really teaching us. They're just kind of giving us this thing, because I was so used to like hands-on learning. So it was just a wake-up call into like how society treats kids, and it sucked and I didn't like it.
So now you treat kids like pieces of shit.
Oh yeah, just bullying all day long.
Good. There's content for that, by the way.
think it's really cool that that your brothers and your entire family has had a very unorthodox upbringing to a degree. Like even you, like, going to college early is like not the norm, right? Like, and I think that it's cool to see that. I think there needs to be more examples of that in life. You know what I'm saying? Because there's such a norm that everyone follows to a degree, and it kind of leads everyone to the same shit, the same semi non-creative path. And luckily for me, I encountered a lot of creative people, and shout out to my business partner Brandon. Brandon Maravitz, like he's at the house sometimes. Well, he was my first business partner ever, and he was the first person that introduced the idea to me of making money for yourself and not working for somebody. Like we were like 17 years old. I just got in a car. We both just got cars, and that's when like we started our first business and actually made money for ourselves. And the sense of pride and like the crazy like just epiphany you have when you're like, holy shit, I actually can make money by myself for myself. Like, I don't need to clock in somewhere. Like, some people never have that person in their lives that teaches them that, that like they never have that epiphany. So I think that you and your siblings have had such a variety of experiences that have led you to all be pretty well-rounded individuals that, have led you to kind of where everyone ended up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, our parents definitely like allowed us to have like a great life. It was just kind of like, hey, whatever you want to do here, here's what you get to do. I mean, I wound up in modeling, which was stupid. My parents should have been like, no, don't do that. But it got me my first job in tech. So
Modeling got you your first job in tech?
yeah.
You hooked up with one of the rich people?
No, this isn't one of those stories, although it would have been probably a lot easier. But no, I was modeling at the time, and then I found this company it was like a super small company, and I like looked at his website and I was like, oh, like I used to code, like let me check out the back end or whatever. And then that turned into like one of my second internships, and then it turned into a full-time job, and like I built their whole entire online presence. And then his name's Aaron. He's amazing person. He was the first person that like actually made me feel like my brain had value, because in modeling, they want you to basically not speak. You're just, a person.
Yeah, you a lot of
person.
times assume the models are dumb.
Yeah. So he was the first person that was like, no, like you can do more than this. Your brain has value. Like what you bring to the table is actually something that you could use. So that was like a really big like change and like light switch for me. And then I was never able to like look at modeling the same, because he was really like, no, this isn't normal. Like people shouldn't be treated like this. Like they shouldn't be asking you not to eat. You shouldn't be having like guys like be creepy to you, like photographers and stuff. He was like, you can use your brain and like feel a lot better about yourself.